So Jennifer says the man I'm seeing has stage 4 cancer. He recently got bad news and I haven't talked to him for a few days. I'm worried and want to check on him, but I understand he needs space. What do I do? Well, stage 4 cancer is a pretty extreme thing, right? That means that there's a really high probability chance that he's not going to make it in the near future. And so if he gets some bad news, I mean, he might be freaking out. He might have all kinds of different things going on. I mean, it's one of those things like you're in a situation where it's like you're probably going to lose this guy at some point. You have to realize that, and you have to be very, very aware that there's a good possibility that you might lose this guy at some point. And so if I were you, I wouldn't be so worried about it, right? About reaching out and saying something to him. Because if he has stage 4 cancer and he's getting bad news, then he's probably in a situation where he's like, hey, I want to spend time with people that I care about. And if you reach out and say something nice to him or just ask him how he's doing or whatever, I've never had stage 4 cancer before, but I'm guessing that he'd probably appreciate it. And if he didn't appreciate it or he has something else going on, it's probably a good time to start detaching yourself from him so that you don't get into a situation where you're totally devastated by whatever's going to end up happening with him, which there's a very good possibility that something devastating is going to happen with him in the very near future. And so, make sure that you're taking care of yourself and taking care of your own needs and taking care of your connection needs specifically so that you're not, I don't know what your relationship is to this guy, how long you guys have been seeing each other or any of that kind of stuff. But if he's in stage 4 cancer, he's in a bad place. Maybe, I don't know if it's mentally, but definitely from a physical standpoint. And so you want to be very careful there in terms of how attached you get so that you're not getting devastated when he ends up leaving for whatever, because he's not going to make it through life anymore, or because he doesn't want to have to deal with the idea of having a relationship and breaking your heart and seeing you get your heart broken and all that kind of stuff, which is something that could be coming up for him definitely if he's in that situation. And so, you can definitely, I wouldn't shy away from just reaching out to him and finding out what's going on with him and just making sure that he's okay. And if he doesn't want to talk to you and if he wants to ignore you and he wants some space, that's fine. Just give him that space and make sure that you're building your connection with other people, not necessarily men, although maybe depending on what your relationship is to him, and make sure that you're in a good space for yourself so that you're taking care of your own needs and making sure that you have a support system around you when he ends up leaving, which, he could at any time. So